What's good, y'all? It's your boy NeedForSheed coming back with another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. And today, got another special guest on for you. Somebody that I went to high school with, grew up with me in Memphis. Spent those last 3 or 4 years of high school together. We both went to Wooddale. I got my homie, got my bro in here, Tonio. To most of you that know him as Tonio, but everybody else know him as Zilla. So Zilla
What it do?
was good.
That much.
Yeah, man, like I said, it's been a long time trying to get this stuff put together. We both been busy, life is life, and right now, moving, trying to find right. You trying to find new careers, different careers. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. So we finally found the time to get on here and talk. So that's good. Like I said, reconnected with people that I grew up with, went to school with is always good. I love seeing all our people, flourishing out here, trying to find themselves and doing things that they want to do and not what they have to do.
Have to do.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you do what you want to do, you'll never work. So finding that out and getting everything done, like I said, we went to school together, grew up in Memphis, went to Wooddale. They did a lot of stuff. We played football together for a couple of years.
Already skipped.
Oh yeah, skipping school was definitely at his house. Every time we skipped school was at his house. It was by far. If I didn't go to his house, I went to a couple other people's houses, but for the most part,
Niggas in high school with their own house. This shit crazy.
when we skipped, we went to him. He was the only dude. He had his own house. We would skip school, and school was down the street, so we was like 6 minutes away from school. So we was just like, bro, the house is right here, like literally. So we'll go get something to eat and go to his house. We'll leave. We used to leave school early, especially on days where we was in homeroom all day. Oh, it was over.
Nah, I'm just walking out there, bitch.
We gone because at least three people had a car. So we was just like, bro, we finna carpool. We finna go a little.
Big Al, somebody had a car.
Al, Marcus, all of us, somebody had a car. We was like, bro, we finna go get something to eat and head to his house.
For the smoke.
Yeah, we would do something. We finna go over here and kick. Because there's no way we was finna sit here and not do anything.
Anything.
Stay in school all day, not finna happen.
And still managed to graduate.
Right. What? In top 10% of the class. Don't play with it. Like, it was.
Honor students, you feel me?
Yeah. Student athlete, always. That's what it was. I made the grades and made the plays. You did both. Man, but nah. Homeroom all day and you gotta go to 6 and 7 period. Who?
Yep. That shit is a wrap.
Yeah, that was rap. We was out of there. When I say out of there, we was gone. We weren't even thinking twice about it. We out the door. Cause you been checked in all day, so it's like, bro, there ain't nobody really finna call no more. You been checked in since 7:30. It's 12. We was like, all right, bro, we finna just go. And especially during off season when it was the football, we really was like, yeah, we done. We finna go. We finna go to the crib. Now I ain't finna play with
a rap.
Right.
Motherfuckers in the summer, we walk on our everywhere playing 7-on-7. We at Halle Stadium. They used to do the summer 7-on-7 tournaments where it used to be every school in Memphis. Motherfuckers used to go to different places and play. I remember we went to Melrose one year and we had that little tournament shit.
Yeah. We went to Melrose. Yeah, we was down there on the other end. DBs was on one end, QBs and receivers on the other end. The linemen, we was down there at the other end. We over there wrecking shop. Me, Justin, AJ, we over there wrecking shit. Over there playing with them boys. It was boy from Overton, Ridgeway. It was Overton, Ridgeway, Melrose. Yeah, it had a whole bunch of schools over there. A-Roll won for best DB.
I don't know how that happened. His ass used to get burnt on the flies all the
time. When he got better. The crazy thing is he got better. His senior year, he was actually decent, but when he went to college, he really played. He really got.
He went to.
Yeah, he walked on, and I think he ended up earning. I don't know if he ended up earning a scholarship. I think he did, but he walked on at MTSU.
Yeah, I like to hear that shit.
Yeah, no,
I know. Last I heard from him because I was talking to Jaquez Quizzy, and he was like, he was doing business and shit. So I'd be proud when I see everybody doing good.
Yeah, so a lot of people went to MTSU. That's what Murfreesboro was the school to be at. MTSU was that was the high school coming out of high school. That MTSU, University of Memphis, UT Knox. Those were three schools you would hear everybody saying that they would probably go to. Or in TSU. Those four.
TSU.
Those four. So that's where everybody I knew what I was going to school. That's where mostly everybody went, especially MTSU, TSU, and Knox. People stayed at home with the University of Memphis. They did that. But
some of us went to the military.
Yep, some went to the military, some went straight to work, some went to go get a trade. It was a lot, but like I said, you needed those options coming out of high school. Everybody wasn't gonna go to college. It ain't no point. Everybody wasn't gonna go to college, so you got to find out something else to do. And other stuff we found to do, like I said, it came to sports. But like I said, you found your way to the military. Um, how was military life for you?
It was something I had to go through. You
Oh,
know, I needed a route to get out of Memphis. We already talked about I had my own house and shit. But shit, some folks didn't know I started selling pills and shit when we was at Wooddale. I remember selling pills to somebody, I ain't gonna close off their name, but shit, we was sitting in class next to each other 2 periods after I sold them the pills, and motherfuckers passed out in the classroom. I'm thinking motherfuckers to OD because I remember Molly
yeah,
was going around the school, all this shit. And I'm like, damn, I done fucked around to kill somebody. I'm up here tapping the person. I'm like, wake up, wake up. 5 minutes later, the person wake up talking about some Zilla, what you want? And I'm like, shit, I'm really falling victim to this trap in Memphis. I done missed 40 days and 40 nights of school. All my other friends graduating. I'd fuck around and ended up going to summer school.
yeah,
So now all the plans that I had to go on, this shit put on hold.
yeah,
I I had to change routes.
yeah. I
Still
mean,
had scholarships for college, but I ain't had a discipline I needed because I just saw my senior year in high school. I'm not doing it in high school when you got to worry about truancy and stuff like that. When I'm
mhm.
going to school for scholarships, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, because I remember I graduated class like three something, but I know it's like only 175 of us walked. It was like I think I graduated class was supposed to be like 310, but only like 175 of us walked at graduation, and everybody else went to some school, and most people went to some school because they English.
Miss Hope wasn't no hope in that bitch.
I want Hope Miss Hope, but a lot of people failed Miss Mitchell. I don't know how they failed Miss Mitchell. I don't know how people failed Miss Mitchell. Um, she was the other one. I was like, bro, How y'all fail Miss Mitchell? I
Shit,
like,
folks was fed up. What was the big Miss Brown? What was her name? What
oh, you're talking
she
about for
used to always
history.
say Suge.
History,
His,
Yeah, Miss
yeah,
Brown, Miss Brown, Miss Brown.
I should.
Yeah, yeah, Miss Brown. Man, 10th grade and 12th grade, man, those Miss Donald and Miss Hope, I was like, damn. I was like, I got to go through y'all to get the English. I was like, dang. Because when I went to college, I was like, man, college, this is a breeze
A breeze compared.
compared to what I was doing in high school, man. This is a breeze. No, not doing this no more. I couldn't do it. So, like I said, I understand that's the route, but if you look at the history of people for years, that's how people got out the country. I mean, got out that environment. They just joined the military. Even if
But
you did 4 to 6
the,
years, a lot of people. I know. I mean, it might not be the right thing to do, but a lot of people did it just to get out the city.
but you still like I've been telling people now because one thing that I know growing up, my Tino, my cousin, his granddad was a pastor. He's always telling us you got to use what you got to get what you want. And just because you're in an environment, you're in a job, you at a place that you feel like you can't get the things that you need to get out of it. One, you need to either try to find a job that gets you the things that you need, that has the benefits, or two, you got to find somewhere. Is YouTube, is all types of things to teach you crafts, to teach you the things that you need to go to learn from that you can do yourself. People be too complacent, caught up by the things that's in their face right there instead of looking beyond what's right in your face. I didn't
Yeah,
like the military. I signed a contract, so I had to be there. So I'm sitting up here, I got to do my job. I got to worry about people yelling at me. I got friends I lost a lot of friends in the military. I had friends that committed suicide. I got friends that's off in wars. It's a lot of things that's going on that you got to deal with on top of being your job. I got to
Yeah.
worry about doing volunteer. I got to worry about doing this. I can't just go to work and do my job. You have to be above and beyond. So that you use that in every aspect of life that you do. That's why veterans get picked first for jobs, because they think that you have that mentality. Everybody don't have that mentality. You get school paid for, so it's benefits. It it helped transform me from a 19-year-old from Memphis to a man that I am now. That's
Yeah.
why I'm sitting here. I sat and reflected the other day. I'm like, damn, nigga really gonna be 30 this year. And I sat and I thought about my life, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not going into my 30s with the same mindset as I was going into my 20s.
Right.
I'm glad that I'm growing, because shit, that's all life is. If you ain't growing, you being complacent and you run around in circles.
Yeah. And then a lot of people, it's two things. A lot of people don't realize the potential they have because they stuck in the place that they stuck at. Or two, people know their potential and they're scared to use it.
Or the three, they're lazy.
Yep. And I think that's where I'm caught up in. I'm caught up in I gotta get out of that lazy mentality. So that's where my catch up is. But I've seen people with the best talent in the world and just couldn't keep their head on straight. Like we talked about a little bit off camera, hustling backwards. You built yourself up all this time to get to a certain place, and then you want to prove yourself and you lose.
Think about a running back that went to our school.
Yeah, no, I know that was in my mind when I said it. I just wasn't gonna talk about it. But no, it went through my mind because I saw his highlights the other day. I watched his highlights the other day, his high school highlights. I was like, I was out here with this man for 3 years.
Didn't go to practice and nothing. This nigga just showed up to the field and to put up numbers.
He practiced when he was younger. I'll give him that. When he was in 10th grade,
I went there. I went there then.
yeah,
But
in 10th
when I
grade,
got there,
yeah,
the nigga only showed up to the Wednesday
because
walkthrough.
his 10th grade, he had no choice. He had to practice. That's when Mississippi and them was there and Dion and them was there. So his 10th grade, he had to practice. 11th grade, he had to practice too. 11th grade, he had to practice because Dion and them, he practiced most of the time. His senior year, oh no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't in that. He missed a couple of games because his ankle too. So he wasn't really. He already had checked out. Him, D Hurd, all them. They didn't. They
They
didn't.
was trying to get ready for college and shit.
Yeah, they was getting ready for college, and like you said, saw him. Then went to JUCO, number one JUCO player coming out of college. Went back to school, started playing well. Boom.
Went back, got to Auburn, got it. So I ended up seeing him. I was still stationed in Pensacola. I went to Black's College Beach week in Gulfport in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yup.
And I was walking. I said, "Damn!" I said, "What's good, man? Shit, what you been up to?" He said, "Man, shit, getting ready for the draft." I said, "What draft you getting ready for?" He's like, "Nigga, what else?" I looked. I ain't see him at. No, he said I was getting ready for the combine. I ain't see him at the combine, so I don't know what ended up happening. So, but
Nah, he had the talent. That's for sure.
Memphis full of talent.
I'm in full
And
talent.
that's why it's about not being conditioned by your environment and knowing who you are, because you will get lost in your environment. I got lost at one point. That's why I was telling you, I was selling drugs, I was doing all this, but what the fuck am I selling drugs for? It's because of the conditioning that I was in with my environment, and I allowed myself to succumb to that. Shit, we throwing parties, we got drink, we police pulling up, the Great Escape, like
We had everything. Like we had everything at your. We was doing everything at your house.
You talk about Project Hood, Project X. This was Project Hood. Goddamn,
We did not care. We was at your house.
everybody strapped like
Everybody went to the liquor store. We had somebody go to the liquor store for us.
Niecy was up there cooking food and wings and rotel and
Buy these
shit.
bottles for us. Let us have some fun. Man, please. We were, man, please. We were lit.
Had tattoo parties and shit at high school.
Right. It was, man, high school was a different, that was a different animal. And people
So shoot, everything else was easy after that.
right. And the best fun we had was high school. I mean, it was high school parties, house parties. House parties always gave more. I mean, we had, don't get me wrong, you had Club Kahula. You had all of those places.
But you know it's always gonna end in some fighting,
Probably gonna get
shooting.
to fighting or something. And don't get me wrong, the Foam Fest, everything looked great in these places. Club Kahula, Skate Odyssey, going out to Skate Odyssey,
I used to be in skate. I said, a lot of niggas used to be in there.
going out to Skate Odyssey, East End, Crystal
It's
Palace.
freaking baby. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
freaking baby.
It did not matter. We were everywhere, but it was nothing beating a house party.
With folks that you know ain't gonna be on this shit.
We went to your house and then down the street, Mashara used to live down the street from me.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever she threw something, I could just walk over to her house. I just walk over there, cool, have some fun. When it's time to go, boom, me and a couple of homies, we walk, go our separate ways, make sure everybody get home, boom. 10 minutes, 10-minute walk, 10-minute walk to her house, 10-minute walk back.
What
House
would you say one of the biggest things you learned from leaving Wooddale and going and being on your own at UT Martin?
college is a bigger high school.
Pretty. The military is the same way. You got cliques. You got folks trying to fit in. You got folks that's acting like they wouldn't act if they didn't have a uniform on or didn't have a position of power. Like it's all types of stuff that going on.
Yeah, it's just a bigger. It just realized it was just a bigger high school, and you realize some of the people. You could tell some of the people that try to come and reinvent themselves when they got to college. They try to.
Nobody knows me here.
Yeah, nobody knows me here. They a little bit different. I was like, we got social media. We can find out who you are. Don't get it twisted. We can figure out very quickly who you are, and
And
then
this ain't it.
now this ain't it. So that's the biggest thing. You realize that college is just a bigger high school, especially a smaller college. A smaller college is definitely UT Martin was a smaller college. Like I used to give campus tours. Probably take me hour, if that, to walk around the whole campus, tell them what people. This is where the dorms at. This is where most of your classes will be at. This was where how many majors we got over here. Okay, this your major. This is where most of the classes are at. This your major. This is where most of the classes are at. So it was easy. The library is right here. Most people didn't even want to go to the library. I was like, we asked them on the trip. It was like, hey, do y'all want to go to the library? They most of them like, nah, we good. You have a couple of people that be like, yeah, we want to check it out. Cool, I'll go take it. But for the most part, people was like, man, bro, I ain't gonna come to the library. I rarely used the library when I was in college. Barely used it. And it was right there for me. Barely used it. A lot of stuff I looked up at home or I just, finessed. A, a lot of
We
a
know
lot
how
of
to get
schools, yeah, a lot of schools finessing. A lot of schools finessing. Just fine.
got to.
Yeah, but I learned a lot about myself. I did learn how strong I could become going out there. Now I had friends out there. I had family out there. I had my brother. My brother was still there in school. I had friends that I knew from visiting when my brothers used to go there. So I used to visit. So some of them were still there. So I knew upperclassmen when I got there. I had to go fit in with my class, my freshman class, the sophomores. I had to go figure them out. I knew the juniors and seniors because I used to visit. But getting into it with freshmen and sophomores and trying to link up with them and try to figure out how, to navigate through college, that was the next part. But it taught you, it did teach you, it teach you discipline because nobody's gonna be there to tell you to go to class. You gotta get up, gotta get your butt up, go to class. You wanna go eat? You wanna do all this stuff? Yeah. You want to go out and party? Cool. You go party on Tuesday. You better get up and go to that 8 o'clock class on Wednesday. You got to do what you
Because ain't
got to
nobody
do.
gonna hold your hand.
Nobody's going to hold your hand. So learning how to balance being free. A lot of people want freedom. A lot of people don't know what to do with it.
Some people need to be told what to do.
Yep. And sad part about it is if you do some things, you're going to have somebody tell you what to do and you ain't going to like it.
Or you could just join the military voluntarily.
Yep. And it's going to be the same thing. It's just legal abuse. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, same thing. So, but nah, college was that's just how the college life was. It was just like wow. But those 5 years I was in college, man, some of the best times of my life was in college. That 5 year, I like I said, if people go to college and they want to go to college, I understand going to community college to get your credits and transfer, especially if they offer. I don't know if Tennessee still offers that. They those first 2 years they was offering free if you went to community college. I don't know if they still doing that, but if they was, I understand completely going to Southwest for 2 years, get those credits and transfer. But spending those 4 and 5 years on campus, even as a freshman, I came in my freshman year. I said I ain't gonna never graduate, and then blinked twice, and I got a year left.
You having fun.
Blink
Shit.
twice, you got a semester left. You're like, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That's how I was when I first joined the military. You just sitting there, you enjoy yourself. Shit, you young.
Yeah,
You really ain't got that many pressures of life. Shit, you living, traveling. You ain't worried about shit. Hell, y'all, I was at spring break and I wasn't even in college. I'm just shit. I'm in the Navy. I'm going
yeah,
where they at.
yeah. That's what I'm
At
on.
that time, we was in Panama City Beach
All
during
of
spring break.
yeah. Panama was always the big place to go for like 4 years straight. Panama City
And
was
then they started shutting this shit down and everybody went to Miami.
yeah. And I was like, I was like, I mean, I'll go to Miami if somebody wants to go, but I'm not going to be the one to be like, yeah, let's go to Miami. I was like, no, I'd rather go to Orlando. I've been to Tampa, so yeah, Tampa was great. Tampa was great.
I've
Um,
been through Tampa. I never stopped in Tampa.
Tampa was legit. Tampa was lit. I enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, no. So like I said, coming out of college, I mean, coming out of high school, it was a lot. And then two, I knew it was only like two or three of us from Wooddale that was going to Martin from my class. From my class, it was only like three people went to UT Martin. Everybody else went to University of Memphis, MTSU, UT Knox. You had a couple that went to a couple of HBCUs, TSU, Lane, Lamont on, um, Austin P was a choice. But man, but college gave you a time to, like I said, grow up, be an adult, and find yourself and find things that you like to do. So, like I said, you did your work that you did in the military. Um, did the military, like I said, you got in, you got out of the military. Did you stay in San Diego the whole time, or did you move around?
I was in for 8.5, well, 8 years, 11 months. So I went to boot camp in Great Lakes, Illinois, which is like 30 minutes outside Chicago. My I went to school for my job in Pensacola, Florida, and that was also my first duty station. My second duty station was San Diego. Then I got out at my third duty station in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, okay. Norfolk,
Norfolk, as the
Norfolk,
folks in Virginia say. Nah,
Norfolk.
we country folk. We gonna say Norfolk,
Yeah,
but there's Norfolk.
Norfolk. Yeah, head down to goddamn Virginia. So no, it makes sense. Okay, I mean, you went from Florida to Cali to Virginia.
Never left the country.
Nope. Now my sister, she's in the Air Force. She's living in Germany.
She's privileged.
Oh yeah, she does. Oh, she's loving it in Germany. She does not want to come back at all.
That's why you hear about a lot of people that go overseas, like Japan and shit like that.
It's like, bro, I'm not
They
coming back.
never really want to come back.
No. What I'm gonna come back for?
And that's why a lot of these folks go over there and get them a foreign wife because shit, they love us overseas.
Yep. You go to the right place.
Then they be trying to get their meal ticket too.
Oh
They
yeah.
trying to come over here and get some benefits.
Yeah, so it's a scratch my back, I scratch your back type deals. It's one of those type deals. But yeah, she in Germany. My homie that I played football with, grew up with, he moved his family to Africa. They live in Africa. Yeah, They live in Africa.
It's a
And
big jump.
yeah, but he was thinking about it before. He thought about it before of doing it, and he was joking with his wife, and they did it. But the violence was so much, they was like, let's. They ended up just like, let's do it. And then he moved out there. And he's been out there about 2 years now.
You know what part of Africa he in?
I want to say he's in. I want to say Northern Africa.
Like Kenya,
I forgot the name. He sent me the name. I forgot the name, but where,
Liberia.
I forget. Has he been in Ghana?
Oh, Ghana's pretty decent too.
Yeah,
You
so
got your Afro beats. He out there enjoying himself. The culture.
yeah, from men to Africa, rebuild and return to Africa. Cause my homie, he had the viral video of his kid eating his popsicle.
Hmm?
It was like he was eating a popsicle, and then he gave it to his son, and then the son was like, "Oh yeah, now I want more." So that video, like, It's been around for a minute. It's like he has 1.5 million views on that video because Walgreens tried to use it. Um,
They better come off some money.
yeah, no, he ended up they had to do it. Is he in? No, that was Tanzania. Okay. Yeah, I forgot where the boy lived at. But I know he's in Africa. That's easy. But I forgot where he lives at. Um okay, so he doesn't live in Nairobi. He doesn't live in Kenya. Just to make sure I've been over here. East Africa. That's where he lives in East Africa.
Mm.
Um I think Tanzania.
I don't think I've heard too much about Tanzania.
But yeah, that's where he's at right now. But yeah, just in general, excuse me, that's where they end up leaving. So, but yeah, so getting out of Memphis and getting out of just the states in general, it's like I understand why people did that. Like I said, you did it with the military, you went to school for your job, you did everything like that. And so you did like 8.5 years, you got out. You ain't going back, is you?
So it's crazy. I was on the verge of getting out the military. I wasn't getting paid. The last month I was getting out the military.
Mm,
Around the same time that I was getting out the military, I was auditioning for MasterChef. This was my fourth time in auditioning, and this was the first time MasterChef ever called me to audition. So I went through all the auditioning rounds. I getting emails telling me that I'm about to be on the show. I'm on the verge of getting out the military, so I'm looking for my next job.
you all right.
I got a job in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and they told me that we'll keep you employed while you're on the show. So I go to Mississippi. I take the job. Um, I got out in November 2022. I took the job. I started working there the 5th of December. I only worked there for 2 weeks because I was supposed to leave to go do the show, and the show was supposed to book my flight to leave the first week of January. So I go to Mississippi. I work the job for 2 weeks. I take off. Nope, this I wasn't getting paid time off. This is unpaid time. So I take time off from the job. I come up to Memphis, and I stop hearing from the show. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? I emailed them. I'm emailing the cast of producers that got me, to the point where I was at. And they was like, well, just wait. 2 days later, I get an email saying, thank you, you're no longer going. No explanation or nothing.
Yeah,
I'm in Memphis. I emptied out all my accounts from the military. I lost my debit card, and somebody hit my debit card in Memphis, and I lost all my money. So now I'm in Memphis stuck. I have no way to get back to my job in Mississippi. Mind you, it's not an important factor in it, but I'm making 6 figures at this job.
yeah,
I can't I ain't even got nobody around me I could borrow money from to make it to my job. So I had to tell my boss. He was like, I can, I told you could take leave as much as you want to, but the boss is stuff asking when you gonna come back since you didn't make the show. And I had to tell him, I'm like, look, I got no way I can make it down there. So I had to release my position.
Yeah.
So now I'm in Memphis stuck. I ain't got no job. I
Right.
got all these credentials, but nobody's trying to hire me. And the shit get daunting. I'm up 5, 6 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm applying for jobs.
Right.
Get more emails. Nope, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. And shit get bleak. So
Right.
for a month and a half, I ain't have a job. And then I got the job that I got now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's been a journey.
Oh yeah. But like I said, big storms, but you can make it through the storm. Like I said, the good Lord don't put nothing on you that you can't handle. So, but once you realize that and learn that and everything, you understand that sometimes we got to go through some bull. Yeah, and when I say bull, you got to go through some bull just to get to the other side. And
But this you can't think of it like that. The same way you said God put you through it. He said, "Don't let the suffering of the present time to be worthy be compared to the glory to be revealed in us." And he
yes,
also said, "Think not for tomorrow, for I provide for it, but word for today." We
mm-hmm.
think so much ahead that we allow ourselves to get caught up in
My
depression,
family, yeah,
anxiety, and stuff like that because we think it's too far ahead.
right.
God said, "I done provided you enough for today. You done woke up. That's a blessing in itself." I
Mm-hmm.
had went through a blood clot. I'm literally living. Well, I told you I was transferring from offline before we started the podcast. I was transferring from San Diego to Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I'm in perfect health, and then I had the worst pain in my stomach that I ever had. They telling me I have a blood clot in my artery that's so big it almost completely closed off my artery that's in my spleen. I
Mm-hmm.
lost 35 pounds in 4 days in the hospital. So I understand what it means to go through. And I understand what God was bringing me through. Sometimes God will sit you down and tell you got to slow down.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
a time to talk. It's a time to listen. It's a time to
Mm-hmm.
move. It's time to be still. And too many people be trying to move, and God be trying to tell you it's time to sit and real. And
Yeah,
sometimes when God don't be giving you signs on what to do, it's just a sign that God is telling you to do what I already instructed you to do.
yeah. Oh, he got ways to get back at you.
Oh yeah, he gonna get his get back.
Oh
He
yeah,
gonna
if you
get his
don't
act right.
listen. Oh yeah, if you don't listen, he got. Oh, he will get you back. He'll get you back. You ain't gonna see it coming. He gonna get you back.
I trust me. Been getting whooped from stuff from 10, 12 years ago.
Yep. And
Even if nobody else know about it, know what you did, God know.
I know, and he will get you back. I promise you, he gonna find a way to get you back, and you gonna learn. You'll learn after that get back because it's gonna be bad. Once you get that get back, you'll learn. But like you said, like I said, learning in those situations, and then like you said, you apply for Master Chef multiple times. You try, like I said, try to get on the show because that's just something you, like I said, you love to do.
It's not
With the cook, with
so
the
the way I
cooking,
got started with the
yeah,
Master Chef thing, it wasn't even my idea. So right now, you see my brand Zilla's World Comfort.
right.
I'm working on starting the world first restaurant theme park. I got my idea in 2017. I was on my way to lunch in the Navy, and I was like, I don't know where I want to go to eat. And I was like, what if you can go to one location and eat food from different places around the world? And then my idea started flourishing and flourishing. So I had just bought a Challenger back then. I had my Challenger for 5 days. We in the Navy, we had to go work out in the mornings. They
Mm-hmm.
let us go shower. So I went home and shower. I'm on my way back to work. I got a new Challenger. I got the windows down. I'm in Florida. It feeling nice and shit. Got my little engine rumbling. I'm sitting at the red light, and I see some told me look up at your rear view. And as I'm sitting at the red light, I look up at my rear view, and I see a girl driving her Jeep. And the only thing I see on my rear view is her dropping her phone, her trying to grab the steering wheel. And I see her mouth saying, "Oh shit." But I tried to take my foot off the brake so I could hurry up and make the right turn at the light I was at. As soon as I took my foot off the brakes, I got smacked.
Yep.
She ain't wanted to get out the car, and all this shit happened. But I ended up suing her. And in the middle of the lawsuit, I had to go to the chiropractor's office. I told them about me trying to start my business. I ended up getting a masseuse therapist. and my one of the clerks at the massage place to get me to be on my meal plans. My chiropractor was adjusting me one day. He was like, "The girls, you know what? The girls always talk about how good your food is. Why don't you go audition for one of these cooking shows?" And I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Literally, I'm just now starting to cook. I ain't cooking for presentation. I ain't doing nothing. I'm literally just starting to cook and sell plates. So I looked up auditions. MasterChef was doing an audition in November of that year. Signed up going to the MasterChef audition, and shit, I ended up making the top 10 out of 500 when I went to the audition, but I
man.
didn't make the show. So I ended up going back and telling him about that, and he was like, "You know what? I got some doctor friends that's coming to town that's looking for a private chef. I don't know if you do that type of thing, but I can reach out to you for you." So he reached out to them. They got a connection with me. And they gave me my first private chef gig, and they gave me my first review on my business page. Excuse me.
That's lit.
And shoot, I went to Cali, and it was over from there. I just got better and better.
Yeah, man. What did the passion for food come from?
Uh, shit, I grew up from nothing. My dad, shit, he was in the street, so we had to make ends meet. I remember going in the house and I wouldn't see nothing but like canned beans and peanut butter jelly and shit like that. And I had to try to figure out some type of ways to make shit happen. Me and my dad grew up cooking together. Then I just started doing things on my own. My auntie, she always loved watching the cooking channel on the Food Network. So I cook. Another thing, when I my senior year, when I had to do summer school,
Hmm.
another part of that I had to do community service. So I ended up my church. They told me we'll let you do community service, but we ain't finna just write that. So I ended up having to cook for my church in Memphis too, and that's when I first got my feel for cooking for a large group of people.
Yeah. No, no, man, it's good. Like I said, the recommendations, you keep doing good work, recommendations come, things that you didn't even expect to happen come out of nowhere. Like I said, he'll lob a lot of things up for you, but he will block a lot of things for you too. So you gotta understand who you're dealing with.
Exactly. That's why it's been hard. Like we talked about being lazy. Like right now, it's I'm lazy because I'm content with where I'm at in life. Like God and blessed me and brought me through a lot of stuff.
Right.
And he put me in a position to where I could be where I don't have to want for nothing. I can go out and buy anything I want. So it's like, what do I do? Like, do you still have that same passion and desire to start your business and your brand when I already gave you where you could be more than enough to live a comfortable life right now? And it's trying to find a balance with not being content with where I'm at right now just because I can live good. But entrepreneurship is spending a few life out of your life, few years out of your life doing the things that most people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life doing the things that most people can't. And I haven't got to that point yet, so I can't let my desire die out like that.
Yeah. No, that's true too. Like I said, desire, you gotta have some you gotta have something in you to get through a lot of this stuff, especially once you see things and you see rejections and stuff like that. You gotta be tough. You gotta be able to be like, okay, that happened. Boom. What's the next thing I can do?
Now I don't even think I think it's more than just that. Like when I was in California, I was known for being a chef. People shout my name out. I'm going downtown. Folks like, "Are you Zilla the chef?" I'm like, "Yeah, I follow you on Instagram." Like shit like this happening. So, but I was in the military, so I had to transfer for San Diego, where I had a large following and where I had
Mhm.
people knew me for what I did. And I go to Virginia, where people don't know me. I can't. It's hard to get in the in crowd. I can't get up there. I come out here to Florida, people don't know me. I go back to Memphis, where I grew up at, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, people gonna pop. People gonna support me, and you get no support. It's in those seasons where you still have to have the desire to push through for what you want.
Mhm.
Because you come from a place where you feel like you was hot, then now you got to go build a whole new following. People
Yeah.
don't know. Do you still have the same passion? Can you do the same thing over again?
Yeah. That's a that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Like I said, and you wouldn't know. A lot of people wouldn't know that a lot of this stuff has happened. It leading up into where you at now. A lot of this stuff, like you said, going to the military, getting out the military, getting recommendations, dealing with your medical history. applying for Master Chef multiple times, then still having the passion to go out there and still want to cook. That takes a lot to even be able to recognize that and be like, I don't care what people tell me, I'm going to be cooking this food.
Of course, especially like I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to start a restaurant theme park. This is
Right.
something I'm trying to be. What I'm trying to start is going to compete with Disney. I'm trying to
Mhm.
be that big.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do something that most people don't do before in the industry. That the food industry is the number one failing industry for entrepreneurs because it's so hard to start. It's overly saturated. Everybody
Mhm.
want a food truck. Everybody want to cook. Everybody want to make food videos. Everybody want to do something related to food. So how
Mhm.
do you distinguish yourself? What makes you different from somebody else? When you reach that point where you done made it to sufficient enough, how do you break and to get it to the next level of where you need to be?
Right. So, like I say, it's all about evolution. It's all about elevating. It's always about elevating, getting to that next stop, that next step. What you gonna do with it when you get there? So, man, can't believe that. So, cooking the food. Do you have some people where you was like, man, I can't believe they asked me to come cook for them?
I ain't gonna lie, like you see a lot of stuff coming from being a private chef. Anywhere from me being in relationships and I done had girls try to book me so they could try to have sex with me while I was in a relationship.
Mm.
So you go to people's houses and the house dirty as hell,
Yep.
but they want you to cook in that environment. They didn't prepare for anything, nothing, but you just supposed to cook.
Yeah.
But you also have beautiful moments. Like, people leave their keys at the house, be like, we want you to set up the surprise. I'm gonna get married to my wife. I'm gonna propose. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this. And you know that you are the main thing that is bringing this together. The food. Oh, I got a chef. They see the back of my chef coat. They think, oh, it's real. With this, with this.
Yeah.
And not only that, I play the violin. I play the piano. I do photography. So
Right. You
it's
see
a
do a
one-stop
lot of
shop.
things.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. So they book me. I'm cooking. Not only am I cooking, I'm taking pictures for them. Now I'm taking pictures. I'm playing music while they eat. I'm playing the
Yeah.
violin while they eat.
Just when you doing all the other stuff, don't mess up my food.
Where the food get done first.
I was like, don't matter what you, hey, take these pictures, play these games, do all that. Yes, do all that. My food, just make sure my food good. As long as my food good, everything else we can figure out. I gotta eat. So, like I said, constantly. When you apply for Master Chef, did you do the same dish or did you switch it up?
So the first 2 years I did separate dishes. The third year I didn't put too much thought into it and I tried to do the same dish. The fourth year, when they called me, I did a different dish, and my dish went through. Everything went through, but something happened on the back end.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. I had to. It was everything coming out of Hollywood and with everything that's going on now. And then I signed a contract. The contract that I signed for the show that said they owned the rights to the name Chef Montonio Smith, and that they
Mhm.
would have made 25% of any profit that I made after the show from that name, Chef Montonio Smith. So it's a lot of things that I'm thankful for, in hindsight that didn't happen because I was so hungry for something that I didn't even want for myself, but a doctor told me that I'd be good at, and I went running for it.
Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. No matter how bad the days are, no matter what you might see, what you might hear, you gotta keep going. You
Yeah.
gotta find a way to keep going. And
That's why they
that
got
might
this
require
saying.
you to do what you did. It might require you to move. A lot of people get scared about moving to a new city, new state to break out of that shell. You might have to go.
I I thought the same thing. Before I left for the military, then I'm like, now I feel like I can't stay in the same place for too long. Cause shoot, I'm used every 3 years, every 2, 3 years, you get all right, you got to get ready to move to a new
Yeah.
place. So shoot, I'm shoot 2, 3 years, me sitting in one spot. I'm like, shoot, I done got bored here. Where we going next?
Yeah. You trying to what's the next place? Especially if you by yourself. Especially if it's just you just like, we can move on to the next place.
Man, I
Yeah.
work full time remote, so shit. My job, I make my own schedule, so shit. They let me. It's whenever I work. I can go work from anywhere. So shoot, I'm ready to take a trip.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, she has one of those jobs too where I was like, yeah, she has a work from home job. That's her second job. I was like, yeah. Oh, if I can work from home, oh yeah, I would be traveling. As long as I got my laptop, I'm good.
Just you got Wi-Fi, you good.
I got Wi-Fi and the laptop. I'm good. We're good. I can work. I work these 2 days. And like I said, I've seen you cook a lot of things. I know one thing I see you cook a lot of was steak. Is steak one of the easier things for you to cook, or is that just something you think you was able to master pretty quickly?
I mean, as a chef, you got to be able to make you a good steak. So I feel like that was one thing that anybody should learn how to master. Whether it's on the grill, it's on the stove top, whatever you do, that's one of the things you should master.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, food is another. It's culinary arts. It's another form of art. So
Yeah.
food might be bad to you. I ain't like sometimes some people food just be trash.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
I'm not excusing them. But sometimes you just don't have the taste for what somebody else had the taste for.
Yep.
It's just like people drawing and painting. Shit, you might see squiggly line. These folks see a masterpiece. It's just perspective. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You can't compare the two with food. Some folks' food just trash.
Yeah. Facts. And I was like, no matter what they do, no matter what seasoning they put on, no matter what it just does not taste good.
What's one food place that you think is overrated that everybody else hype up?
I haven't eaten here, but a lot of people hype up In and Out.
It's so trash.
Yeah.
It's they got In and Out in Tennessee now.
Oh hell no! They're not bringing that down here. But,
Big
In and Out
way
out
to
there.
put them out of business in Memphis so goddamn quick.
No, I was like, yeah, I'm not. That I knew people did not like that place. I was like, nah, I'm good. Um, is that one Raising Cane's?
Hold on, I spoke with Razor Canes.
Yeah, but some people the way they hype it up, I'm like, nah, it was
Razor Canes or Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. I'm taking Zaxby's. I like their toast better. Their chicken fingers are always a little bit better. The fries, if you want to
They
say,
toast not better. They toast not better than Canes.
man, Zaxby's toast is lit.
Canes give toast with butter on both sides. You not beating it.
And then would be yeah, overrated though, but yeah, I'm gonna go with those two for definitely overrated um locations because it was mm-mm. In and Out. I've been here about In and Out for 15 years about people can't stand it's gonna be around, but that's over. Yeah, I don't mess with that. And then, like I said, Razor Canes, I only eaten Razor Canes like 2 or 3 times, so because it's hard to find them. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, like I said, a couple of yours, I saw you were cooking steak and everything. So I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like you cooked them on medium
That's
or
the best way to have a steak. You ain't trying to chew on no car tire, and you
nah,
ain't trying to eat a steak while the cow's still moving.
yeah. I was one of the ones that used to eat well done all the time. And then
That was me too.
yeah, I used to eat well done. Because I was like, because you usually think pink means it's not cooked.
This shit's still raw. It's bleeding.
Say, nah, it's alive, but it's not gonna kill you.
Mm-mm.
That's not gonna kill you. Like I say, it's better that you have some type of cook on it.
Yeah, some people eat it blue, that's where you just. Now, damn, I
That
don't.
blue rare, I said, please, man, please. You eat the blue rare. I was like, you might as well just go bite the cow.
Why that motherfucker still alive?
Yeah, just go bite. Or just go bite him. You probably ain't gonna survive that because he gonna probably kill you.
He
But
got kicked the fuck out.
oh yeah, he gonna kick the fuck out of you, legit. But you might as well try.
Motherfucker gonna be looking
You
like a
might as
Looney
well.
Tune.
If you're gonna eat blue rare, you might as well bite the cow. Just bite him. Because that blue rare, medium well. No, I'm good. Blue rare, no.
Yeah, nah.
No, yeah, keep that. But like I said, you got military, you got food. So now, uh, like I said, with your cooking and everything, you record your own videos, you take pictures. What made you get into that part?
With the I just said I wanted to have my own cooking show. I'm the type of person, shit, if I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna go teach myself how to do it.
Yeah.
So I started teaching myself how to film. I started teaching myself how to edit videos. And then not only just teaching myself how to edit videos, I started doing color grading, and I had a lot. I started doing photo shoots and video shoots and shooting videos. So
Hmm.
it just started trying to teach myself, and people notice what you're doing. When you believe in yourself enough and you working towards the stuff that you believe in, other people start believing in it too. If you can't believe in yourself, then nobody else can believe in it. You got to believe in it when nobody else do.
Because there's gonna be people out there that's hoping you fail,
Praying for it.
praying,
I
hoping.
know I still got folks on my friends list that's doing it. And I keep them motherfuckers there because I want them to see them when I fucking shine.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about they hoping. As soon as you slip off and fall, it's over. They'll turn on you.
Oh, trust me, I know. So being in business, I learned hard lessons early. I had this friend I used to do photography with in San Diego. She was a
Hmm.
female. This is where I got caught in the social media trap. I was being childish. We was messaging back and forth. We joking the entire thread. She says, I said, hey, I got a friend that's trying to do a photo shoot. She said, who your friend? I said, her name is Enda. No, I said, what the fuck? I said her name Candace. And she said, Candace who? And you know the rest of the joke. But instead of her telling me that she felt uncomfortable with it, she blocked me, screenshotted the chat, that part of the message, and then posted that shit and blasted me on Facebook.
Hmm.
So at the time, I lost half of my following. I lost a lot of customers. I lost a lot of shit. And I'm trying to explain myself. I'm like, look, we joking back and forth. I screenshotted the rest of the message and posted them. And then half the people that knew me like, girl, that's childish. And if you felt some type of way, you should have said something to him. And then other folks like, this is inappropriate. This was wrong with the world today. And
Hmm.
so I'm caught up in the wedge, which I can't blame nobody else because I put myself in that position. So me being me and knowing what I'm trying to go for, I issued a public apology. I'm like, look, that wasn't my intent. This is just something that got blown completely out of hand. I issued a public apology. And I had to swallow the bullet on that. And people will let pride be the end of them and like, man, fuck this shit, woo that. And shit come on later down the line to be something that kill your career.
Yep. My bad. Paused out for a second. Yeah. Get myself together. So for the people on here, hey man, your boy been at work. Your boy been at work at 6 a.m. this morning. So if you see me boom, 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 I apologize. This won't happen again. Plus, me and him did a lot of catching up off camera. So that took away probably about a prime.
2 hours.
Yeah, it took away a prime good hour worth of recording doing that, which is fine. I'd rather do that and then get on here and just not talk. Even though, like I said, I might be boom, 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 boom. Just bear with me. I'm good. Trust me. I appreciate y'all. But military, food, where the drinks come in.
Just always like mixing drinks.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. Yeah. Been
You
doing it
know,
for
we grew up country. So
food and
my uncle there didn't let us. We couldn't have mixed drinks. If you drink it, you drink it straight.
straight. Yep. Food and liquor. You getting barbecue and beer. That's what you're getting. It's real simple.
You got you a Bud Light, a Platinum,
And a
goddamn Miller,
and a pack of hot dogs on the grill. That's just what it is.
some baked beans.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. You got 4 hamburgers, a pack of hot dogs, and a pack of chicken. That's what you
Ain't
got.
got none. Ain't got none but cheese and fucking barbecue sauce on the burgers.
That's it. That's all you're gonna get. And you're gonna get a couple bags of chips over here. That's it. That's all we can afford. That's all we can
So
do.
you from Memphis? Do you do the smoked sausage with chili cheese and coleslaw?
Yeah, oh, I do it with coleslaw. Chili cheese, it depends on if I have. I mean, I might do it with chili cheese, but for the most part, it's coleslaw. On a grilled circle beef smoked sausage, if you put a some coleslaw, that's just perfect.
I ain't gonna lie. I love Memphis. I love Circle B's, but I found a couple of them that's better than them joints.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that either. They both can be like I said. I ain't mad at either one of them. They, yeah, but like I said, food, liquor, that's a family staple for me. So I've learned how to mix drinks because started early, learn how to mix drinks, drink, and with food, I just like try it. If it don't work, it don't work. Just try it.
Shit, it's
Yeah,
just groceries. And well, I can't say it ain't like you gonna kill yourself, but because if you cook some shit the wrong way, you can.
you gonna kill yourself. Yeah, exactly. Man, like I said, you got a lot of things that you're doing, but like getting out of the military and pursuing your dream in different areas is always good. Like I said, a lot of people understand to pursue your dreams, and everybody do it at different times. Some people they come straight out of college, they know what they do. Some people come out straight out of high school and know, hey, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. This is what I want to do, and people put their time into it. So it really just depends on where your work ethic is at that point.
And that's all it is.
Yeah, work ethic
And
is
being consistent, work ethic and consistency.
the two things that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people got to find the time for. And I'm one of them. I mean, be like a day is going some stuff, but it's hard. It's hard out there to find it.
It's that, and then it's attention span with social media. Like you only got people attention span for what 30, 45 seconds, if that on
10, 20
average.
seconds, probably about 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds.
And then you people make it seem like you get instant gratification because all you see is a reel and a short clip of somebody like, but you don't know the amount of work they put in behind the scenes to get to that point. So you seen them reach it at that level. You don't see how many times they done failed. You don't see how many times they done stayed up late at night. You don't see how many times they ain't had no sleep. You don't see none of that. All you see is the results of the label, and you think, oh, I can do this shit too. And when it don't happen in an instant for them, but like it, you wait it a period to happen for them, so you want to quit it. You feel
Yeah,
like it ain't for you. But they ain't this they've had the same thing happen to them, but they persevered. You quit when the pressure got hot. So
yeah.
you can't blame nobody else but yourself.
No, you can't hop out that kitchen. You gotta stay in there, stay in that fire.
Gas to.
Because you know in the fire you can find your way out. If you work hard enough, you can get out. So don't just sit there and burn, my boy. Find a way out. Find a way out. But like I said, it's when it comes to food, drinks, even military, the discipline that you got coming out of high school and discipline that you got going to the military would it definitely helped you in your career that you're going on now because that discipline, that being on time, that understanding how things operate, I'm pretty sure it helped you with your career that you're in now.
I ain't
Somewhat.
gonna lie, was always to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like the military can give you that if you allow it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on you. Just because you go somewhere where they have structure doesn't mean that you're gonna have structure because you went there. Just like folks go to college. Folks go to college and it's education there. That don't mean you educated.
True.
You just you just had the perseverance to get a degree. You could be an educated dumbass. You just got a you're a dumbass with a degree.
I know a couple of them people. I'm talking about dumb as a box of rocks. I'm like, bro, it's 3.7. This don't make sense. How you get this 3.7? It just don't make no sense because y'all
You the
stupid.
one with the degree.
And most of the time, it's not even book sense. They lack common sense.
Well, a lot of people do that. The
And
Wooddale was full of people
it's
like that.
worse on people with those real high test scores or high GPAs. You really talk to them, you be like, y'all don't really understand this concept, do you?
Huh?
Right. He was like, huh? What? That don't make sense. Get out of my face. I was like, you a 3-star from Alabama, 4-star. I was like, you do all this stuff and you can't read plays or nothing like that. He's just like, bro, you stupid. You useless. Then that's just picking up on information. But it'd be common sense. Don't touch, don't go out here and see people learn the hard way. Don't you see Ray Rice and what happened in that video. So number one thing should be don't get into any domestic violence,
especially on camera.
especially on camera. See, Kareem Hunt tried to keep it away from Kansas City, and Kansas City got that footage. So you gotta learn. You gotta learn your surroundings. Learn, and it's just, oh man, common
But
sense.
they still let Kareem Hunt play in the league, which is crazy because Ray Rice got his ass out there.
Well, yeah, they had to make an extreme example out of somebody, and it was Ray Rice. But it wasn't Ray Rice.
But
It wasn't his. It was his production. He was already on the back end of his running back years.
he still has some good years left in him.
He might have had one more, but he got suspended. He might have had one more. He might have had one more year in him. He stayed. They stayed around a long time, but like I said, he might have had one. He might have had one more year in him. It's tough, but one more year won't hurt.
So what? So you see how they treat the running back market now in the NFL. So how would you feel if they allowed running backs to come out out the draft and not have to play on a rookie contract? Because if you think about it, a majority of the workload that running backs go through in NFL is under their rookie contract.
Yeah.
And they go through the most, well, some of the trenches, of course, but running backs take the most hits. They got the most wear and tear on their body.
Yeah, running backs on offense linemen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That in the trenches.
Yeah. The
But yeah,
trenches always gonna have the worst injuries because I'm hitting you across your head every play.
but they getting paid for it.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
value of the value of the running back went down, but you still need running backs.
Yeah. You
If
still
the
get.
if that's
Yeah. You just
that's the
want
case,
your
take them
price.
out the league.
You just want it at your price.
So instead of giving them rookie contracts when they get drafted, allow them to play on the actual contract instead of the rookie. Because they got 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna make shit for your first 5 because they're gonna give you 5, give you player option. Then you got 5 years left to make your money. And after that, it's over with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Ooh, people in these days. But I know I said that before, but military, food, drinks, just living life. Now you down in Florida. How's life treating you in Florida?
I'm enjoying peace right now. I'm trying to get out of the habit of being lazy. Like I got somebody trying to book me to come cook in Virginia. And I'm like, I'm trying to find every excuse not to go do it. I was like, well, it's gonna cost. It's looking at around $6,000 right now. Do you have a budget? And that's before travel. He's like, no, I don't got a budget. Just send me an email. Here go my email. Let me know how much it is. I'm like, well, shit. It can't be too much money. But tell you that 150,000.
150,000, my boy.
He gonna blast my ass. And I ain't gonna never get a gig again.
So you out here talking about all this stuff? Man, I had to let the people know. I had to be honest. Let the people know. Like all the books that people be putting out, not this one. This is real. I need that. Yeah, I need that. Man. So now moving on to the second stage of your life after you left high school, you left the military, now you're in the cooking and you're doing that. What's
Oh, well,
the
that's not my primary career. So
yeah.
literally everything else is on hold right now. Primarily, I'm a network penetration tester. So basically, I go and test companies' networks. I do hacking. I do ethical hacking.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
wow.
that's where my main focus is right now. So that's what pays everything on top of disability, and I
Mm-hmm.
still have my businesses on the side.
Yep. Man, good old Tennessee, Florida. Which one's better, Florida or Tennessee?
Tennessee home. I love the culture, but Memphis got to do some changing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They got to do some changing. Like they say that the kids ain't got shit in Memphis. That's why they doing that. But anytime they bring some shit to Memphis, they don't do shit to keep it.
Yeah, they don't.
We grew up on the Mid South Fair, Liberty Land, all this shit. Ain't none of this shit in Memphis no more.
Yeah. So, oh man. It's been
We went way over this time.
man. Linking up with some of you guys, man, talking about how life has been for you guys is one of the best feelings of having being able to communicate with a lot with you guys and getting on here and talking about, like I said, the days of us meeting up together at school, football practice, taking the same school classes, going to your house. It's a lot of stuff that we did growing up, and even talking with the people, just some of the memories that we have of each other or memories that we did together. It's always good. So, like bringing you guys on, let you guys speak your truth, speak about how you're feeling, speak about what you've been doing and what you're going into next. Man, it's a great feeling to have you guys on here doing this.
And so it's always good to see that everybody's still here on the other side of the ground.
Man, because I got some people that's not.
And it's crazy. You could just been to talk to somebody.
They gone just like that. Don't take nothing but one split move. And we can end all this in one day.
One moment.
Yeah. Shout out to 8 Mile. So exactly. So the people out there, like you said, he's now. So is now being a private chef. Was like I said? Was it local? Was it big people, little people? Just being private chef. Was it some of everything?
Some of everything you got, especially in California, you never know what's coming in. The biggest person I cooked for personally was JC Jackson from
Mm,
the at the time he was playing for the Patriots. This before he went to the Chargers.
okay.
Um that's another thing why you gotta be prepared. So while I'm cooking for him, somebody else was there. He was like, look, how much would you charge to come cook in my house every day?
Oh
He
wow.
said, look, I got money, so don't shortball me. How much? How much? And I wasn't prepared for it at the time. So if you're not prepared, shit, you
Mm.
miss opportunities. And I done had a lot of opportunities that I missed throughout the years.
Ooh man, missed opportunities, man. Those sometimes they can spin the block, but boy, sometimes when you miss it, you just be sitting there thinking about it too. I'm talking about you be sitting there just thinking like, man, how did I mess this up? Like we talk about with those NBA and NFL players, y'all get to the sports, y'all start hustling backwards. It's like, how did I end up in this place? We don't know, but you should never ended up here.
I can't count because I missed out on $20,000 from catering a wedding because I just didn't message the dude back. Dude asked me for a contract, and I just stopped messaging him back.
Oh
Like,
wow.
who am I to turn down $20,000?
Oh no, not for nobody at that point.
See, you
$20,000?
can't blame nobody but yourself.
No, $20,000. Let me win $20,000 right now, man. Please.
It's not winning. You still got to go work for it, and weddings is a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And you gotta be able to work and you gotta be willing to work.
And that was one of the times I had a lot of shit going on. I had family issues back in Memphis. It was just too much. And that's why you got to make sure you got to keep your balance because you got to make sure you available.
Oh, work-life balance is real.
Yes.
Work-life balance is real. I commend anybody. I was like, please get your, you know, get balanced. Take those PTO days, take that time, do it, use it.
Because you need to make sure you straight.
Right. Take a day off. They will survive a day without you. You will be okay.
Because if you get fired, they're gonna hire somebody else in your place.
Right then, within the week. You can die on a Thursday. That following Monday, somebody's in there for orientation.
Because you at the end of the day, you just a number.
Yep. So the quicker you get that outside, the quicker you understand. Yeah, buddy. So it's awesome, man. But I appreciate you coming on talking with me, man. This has been another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. I had my boy Zilla come on, like I said, talking about military, being a chef. Like I said, what else you got going on before we get out of here? What else you got coming up? Or if it's something you can talk about, what you got coming up anytime soon?
Um, just follow my Instagram at Zillathechef. We'll keep all the news coming soon. We're working on relaunching the cooking channel on YouTube, on all social media platforms. We got some more big things coming soon. If you make your way to Orlando, we'll be doing a demo for the restaurant theme park within the next year. So we got big things in the works.
Big things in the work. Can't get mad at that. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on talking with us. I will have his information at the end of the video. Y'all know how the end of the videos go. I'll have his socials there to where you can go follow him, keep following him, check in on his story, see if he has anything else that he's working on that's coming up that you guys might enjoy. Like I said, it's dealing with food, dealing with beverages, just dealing with a good time. So you guys make sure to check out Zillathechef. Y'all always check it out. Make sure everything is good. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate homie coming on, talking with us. I hope you guys got some information. I hope you guys reach out to people. I hope you guys just do what you got to do just to make it through the day so you can get to the next day. Because at the end of the day got to end. Shout out to Glow. This has been another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. You guys will see Zilla on one of my other shows, and you know what other show I'm talking about. So you'll see him on that soon because we're about to go record that now. So be patient, but it's got a lot more coming. This has been another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. Once again, I want to thank my homie Zilla for coming on and talking with you guys. I hope you guys.
Appreciate you for having me.
Oh yeah, always love, always love. We're about to go handle this other episode real quick, but we'll see you guys again next week on another episode of I'm Just Reminiscing. You feel me?